Gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and out. See how good, relaxed and better you feel by just doing a few deep breaths. सर 1 मिनट सेशन तो रेस्पिरेशन पर है ना, तो आप ये ब्रीदिंग क्यों बता रहे हो? You got me right. Exactly what is respiration, what is breathing? इन दोनों के बीच का रिलेशन क्या है? ब्रेथ क्या है, लाइफ क्या है, एनर्जी क्या है? ये और ऐसे कई सारे कंफ्यूजन्स का सॉल्यूशन लेकर आज मैं आया हूं इन दिस वेरी धमाकेदार, फराटेदार एंड मजेदार सेशन बाय Embibe. This is Pritesh, your host, your dose, and a proud educator, welcoming you to a very interesting, fun-filled and interactive session on respiration in organisms. So we'll be exactly exploring what respiration is, what breathing is, what is the difference between the two. I have never seen a plant with lungs or nostrils or nasal cavity, but plant respires. I have never even seen the nose of a cockroach, but the cockroach also respires. This and a lot more in today's session, so stay tuned. But before that, I want all of you to pay a visit. You only have to pay a visit, but never ever pay for the visit because it's absolutely free. Our amazing interactive Embibe page as well as the Embibe app, which you can download from Google Play Store or Apple Store. Absolutely free of cost, where you get test, assignment, study material, question, solution, explanation to solution, books, reference books, NCRTs, any grade, any board, any subject, any language, absolutely free. So make sure that you visit the Embibe page, and also guys, do connect with us on Telegram as well, because मिले सुर मेरा तुम्हारा तभी तो सुर बने हमारा. तो ये जो हमारा टेलीग्राम पेज है, ये एक ऐसा जरिया है थ्रू विच यू कैन कनेक्ट विद अस, यू कैन गेट योर डाउट्स सॉल्व, यू कैन गेट द पीडीएफ्स ऑफ द सेशन, एंड यू ऑल्सो गेट लाइव अपडेट्स ऑफ व्हाटएवर इज हैपनिंग ऑन द चैनल. And guys, when you want to get an update, do not forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up. Do share this video with your friends and school WhatsApp groups, and subscribe to the channel because it's absolutely free, right? तो Embibe आपको दे रहा है बिल्कुल फ्री, ब्यूटीफुल, इंटरैक्टिव, इंफॉर्मेटिव एजुकेशन. तो हाथ पसार के बिल्कुल बटोर लो और अपने आप को नॉलेज से भर लो. Okay, so let's begin. Very good evening. Hi Arya, hi Nirmal, hi Galax. Very good evening. Welcome to the session. Let us दिल थाम के कुर्सियों की पेटी को टाइटली बांधकर उड़ान भरें in the world of respiration. So let's begin guys. We are talking about the topic respiration in organisms, which is a part of your grade 10 chapter life processes. Now, what exactly are we going to do in today's session? So in today's session, we'll be understanding what is respiration, the types of respiration. We'll also be exploring the difference between respiration and breathing. We'll be seeing the human respiratory system and respiration in other organisms. So I hope you guys are super excited, supercharged to see all about respiration. ठीक है? No problem Galax. I hope your pre-boards are done. I hope you have done amazing, and all the very best to all of you for your board exams, which are going to start very soon. Don't worry, Embibe and Pritesh sir is with you, holding your hands tight, and I will make sure that all of you pass with flying colors. ठीक है, ये बोर्ड एग्जाम्स है. दिस इज एज इजी एज वी फाइंड इट टू बी, है ना. इसको हम बिल्कुल इजी बनाएंगे, बिल्कुल ही मक्खन बनाएंगे, and we will make sure that we ace our board exams, right Geetanjali? Very good evening, welcome to the session. So let's begin with respiration. So have you ever wondered कि खाना खाने से ताकत क्यों मिलती है, या क्यों बोला जाता है वो दूध का ग्लास पीने को, या क्यों बोला जाता है कि ग्लूकोज इज द सीक्रेट ऑफ माई एनर्जी? How is that possible? What exactly happens in our body that when we have a glass of Glucon-D, or when we eat an apple, or when we have food, or when you're eating pasta or pizza or burger or momos, why do we feel energetic? How are we able to survive based on food? Actual में हमारे body में होता क्या है, ये और बहुत कुछ हम आज explore करेंगे. So exactly, respiration is what? It is the breakdown of glucose to release energy. देखिए, चाहे आपने वो चौक पे खड़े भैया की पानी पूरी खाई हो, या फिर आंटी के मोमोज खाए हो, या फिर ठेले वाले भैया से पाव भाजी खाई हो, या घर पे बनी रोटी सब्जी खाई हो, whatever you eat, the end product in the body is glucose. That is a part of न्यूट्रिशन, है ना, इंजेशन, डाइजेशन, एब्जॉर्प्शन, एसिमिलेशन, एक्सक्रीशन, एजेशन, दैट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन। तो जब आपके बॉडी में ये ग्लूकोज जाता है, ये ग्लूकोज से एनर्जी निकालने के प्रोसेस को बोला जाता है रेस्पिरेशन। It is the breakdown of glucose to release energy, whether it is in plants, whether it is in humans, or whether it is in cockroach or any other organism. चाहे वो कोई भी living organism हो, unless and until it is a living organism, it will break down glucose to release energy in the form of ATP. Over here we are talking about ATP, that stands for adenosine triphosphate. What is ATP? Adenosine triphosphate. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you here a beautiful small sweet process of respiration. You can see over here, this is the human body, this is the human muscle cell, and inside the cell here is the mitochondria where respiration is taking place. See, you can see sugar, that is nothing but glucose. Oxygen came, took up the sugar and release ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate. What is aerobic and anaerobic respiration, Shilpi? I will be explaining you. Very good question. I will be explaining you what is aerobic and anaerobic respiration. ठीक है? So respiration is clear. What is it? It is the process of breakdown of glucose to release energy. Process of breakdown of glucose to release energy. अब ये जो respiration का process है, it can happen in three ways. It can happen in three ways. The way number one is with the help of oxygen, which happens in plants and animals. In whom does respiration happen in presence of oxygen? In plants and animals. What happens? Glucose breaks down to pyruvate, which is a 6-carbon compound, and this pyruvate breaks down to release carbon dioxide, water and energy in the form of ATP. This is in the presence of oxygen, and Shilpi, answering your question, this I call as aerobic respiration. This is my aerobic respiration in the presence of oxygen. जब ऑक्सीजन की मदद से ग्लूकोज ब्रेक डाउन होके रिलीज करता है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, वाटर एंड एनर्जी, उसको मैं बोलूंगा अपना एरोबिक रेस्पिरेशन. The second type of respiration is anaerobic respiration. It is anaerobic respiration in the absence of oxygen when glucose releases ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy. See the difference. यहाँ पे हमारे पास है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, वाटर एंड एनर्जी. यहाँ पर हमारे पास है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, इथेनॉल एंड एनर्जी. एंड बिकॉज इट रिलीजेस इथेनॉल विच इज अ टाइप ऑफ अल्कोहल, इसीलिए वाइन बनाने के लिए, अल्कोहल बनाने के लिए ईस्ट का यूज होता है. बेकरी इंडस्ट्री में ईस्ट का यूज होता है. एंड लेट मी टेल यू अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट दैट anaerobic respiration does not only happen in yeast, it also happens in bacteria, and we call this process also as fermentation. We also call it as fermentation, and this is my anaerobic respiration. ठीक है? So we have two types of respirations, aerobic and anaerobic. But मैंने तो आपको बोला था कि 3 तरीके से होता है, तो ये तीसरा क्या है? शिल्पी, आंसरिंग योर क्वेश्चन. I will not address this now. I will not address this now. Let me show it to you. Let me show it to you. ठीक है? So you can see over here what is happening. This person is doing exercise. This person is doing exercise. तो अब हम चलते हैं इस क्लास से थोड़ी दूर हमारे रनवे ट्रैक पे. तो आज है गोकुलधाम सोसाइटी का मैराथन. ठीक है? गोकुलधाम सोसाइटी का मैराथन है और टप्पू भाग रहा है. टप्पू बिल्कुल तेजी से भाग रहा है क्योंकि टप्पू को फर्स्ट आना है. अब टप्पू से बात करना शुरू करते हैं उसके मसल सेज. टप्पू, मुझे पता है तुझे फर्स्ट आना है, लेकिन हमें ऑक्सीजन चाहिए ताकि हम तुझे एनर्जी दे सके, ताकि तू भाग सके. टप्पू बोलेगा, भाई मैं भाग रहा हूं, मैं भाग रहा हूं, मैं भाग रहा हूं. बोलेंगे हाँ, पर हमें ऑक्सीजन जल्दी चाहिए. और कितने जल्दी ब्रीथ करूं मैं? अरे हमें नहीं पता. अगर तुझे एनर्जी चाहिए तो तुझे हमें ऑक्सीजन देना पड़ेगा. हाँ मसल्स, मैं दे रहा हूं ऑक्सीजन. आई एम ट्राइंग टू ब्रीथ एज वेल एज आई एम ट्राइंग टू रन. अब मसल सेल्स बोलते हैं ठीक है टप्पू रुक जा. हम तुझे एनर्जी देते रहेंगे एंड इंस्टेड ऑफ मेकिंग कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड वाटर एंड एनर्जी वी विल मेक लैक्टिक एसिड एंड एनर्जी. लेट्स गो बैक. Instead of making carbon dioxide, water and energy, we will make lactic acid and energy. Now, Tapu says, हाँ ठीक है, मुझे बस मैराथन जीतनी है. The muscle cells, when they don't get enough oxygen, listen to me very carefully. When muscle cells don't get enough oxygen to make carbon dioxide, water and energy, they start making lactic acid with energy. तो energy का काम खत्म. But over the period of time, when lactic acid gets accumulated in the muscle cells, जब ये lactic acid जरूरत से ज्यादा muscle cells में हो जाए तब उसको हम बोलते हैं muscle cramp. जब ये lactic acid बहुत ज्यादा accumulate हो जाता है, so the muscles arrest and it causes a muscle cramp. तो शिल्पी answering your question कि जब lactic acid आपके muscle cells में ज्यादा accumulate हो जाए तब होता है muscle cramp. मसल क्रैम्प को ठीक करने का तरीका है जेंटल मसाज, है ना, जेंटली मसाज ओवर द मसल्स एंड द मसल क्रैम्प गोज अवे. ठीक है, तो 3 तरीके से रेस्पिरेशन होता है. एक है इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, एक है इन एब्सेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन और एक है विथ लिमिटेड ऑक्सीजन. एक है विथ लिमिटेड ऑक्सीजन. ठीक है, and this also is a part of anaerobic respiration. तो we have understood कि respiration जो है वो 2 तरीके से होता है, एक है aerobic, एक है anaerobic. Respiration is the breakdown of glucose to release energy either with oxygen, without oxygen or limited oxygen. अगर विथ ऑक्सीजन से है तो हमारे प्रोडक्ट्स होंगे कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, वाटर, एनर्जी. अगर विदाउट ऑक्सीजन है तो हमारे प्रोडक्ट्स होंगे अल्कोहल, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड एनर्जी. और अगर लिमिटेड ऑक्सीजन है तो हमारे प्रोडक्ट्स होंगे लैक्टिक एसिड एंड एनर्जी. ठीक है, अब आगे बढ़ते हैं एंड आई हैव अ वेरी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन फॉर यू कि रेस्पिरेशन कहां पर होता है, सेल्स में, बालों में, नाखूनों में या आरबीसीज में. Where does respiration take place? Super easy, super amazing. All you have to do is just select the answer. 30 seconds. Your time starts now. चलिए, tell me the answer quick, very quick. चलिए, very good. Galax is already up with his answer. What about others? चलिए, जल्दी. Quick, very quick. 15 more seconds to go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see the answer. So we have got Shashi Kumar who has given the incorrect answer. The correct answer will be cells. Ab correct answer is ka cells. So Astha, Galax, very good. All those who have answered as A, it is absolutely correct ki cells are the place where respiration takes place. Now, why hair, nails and RBCs is not the answer? Why hair, nail and RBCs is not the answer? Because these two are your dead cells. They are not living. And RBCs, they don't have mitochondria. They do not have mitochondria. ठीक है? So that is why cells is the correct answer. ठीक है? अब आगे बढ़ते हैं. One more question. What is the dog doing here? ये जो क्यूट सा हमारा पपी है, बिल्कुल क्यूट प्यारा सा हार्मलेस सा पपी है, ये क्या कर रहा है? रेस्पिरेशन कर रहा है या ब्रीदिंग कर रहा है? क्या लगता है आपको? व्हाट इज इट डूइंग? रेस्पिरेशन और ब्रीदिंग? व्हाट डू यू थिंक इट इज डूइंग? रेस्पिरेशन और ब्रीदिंग और बोथ? चलिए, इजी पीजी जापानीजी, बहुत ही आसान सा सवाल है जिसका आपको आसानी से जवाब देना है. इज इट डूइंग रेस्पिरेशन और ब्रीदिंग? Come on, 10 seconds. Okay, Sarvesh has said it's respiration. Shashi Kumar has also said. The correct answer will be it's doing both. सर ये चीटिंग है. गैलेक्स ने तो सही जवाब दे दिया, तो ये चीटिंग क्यों नहीं है ये अभी हम देखते हैं. Let us see the difference between respiration and breathing. To tell you in short, respiration is nothing but a major process and breathing is a part of respiration. Breathing is a part of respiration. When you're breathing in and when you breathe out, this is breathing. Lekin when you breathe in and the oxygen reaching your cell, breaking down the glucose, releasing energy, that is respiration. So breathing is a part of respiration. Breathing is a physical process. It involves inhalation, exhalation. It is only limited to your lungs. But respiration is a complex process. It's a biochemical process that takes place on the cellular level. So breathing can be defined as a combination of inhalation and exhalation. And respiration is a biochemical process which involves the breakdown of glucose to release energy. ठीक है, समझ आया breathing versus respiration? अब हम आगे बढ़ते हैं and we talk about human respiratory system. As you can see, this is a small part of the human respiratory system where we are talking about the nasal cavity. ठीक है? Thank you so much. The human respiratory system is the network of organs that help you to breathe. ठीक है? It consists airways, lungs and blood vessels. तो यहाँ पर हमारे पास है airways, यहाँ पे हमारे पास है lungs और यहाँ पर हमारे पास है blood vessels. Let's start with the different parts of the human respiratory system. सबसे पहला पार्ट जो है ह्यूमन रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम का वो है हमारी नेजल कैविटी. वो है हमारी नेजल कैविटी. इट इज अ स्पेस पोस्टीरियर टू द नोज. द सेप्टम डिवाइड्स इट मीडियली. फंक्शन इज म्यूकस मेम्ब्रेन विल फिल्टर वार्म एंड मॉइस्चर द इनकमिंग एयर. पार्टिकल्स ट्रैप्ड इन द म्यूकस आर कैरिड टू द फेरिंग्स बाय सीलियरी एक्शन एंड आर स्वॉलोड. तो हमारी जो नेजल कैविटी है इट कंसिस्ट ऑफ द नोज. द एयर गोज इन एंड द एयर इज वार्म. बहुत आसान सी मैं आपको एक एक्टिविटी देता हूं कि you have to just feel the temperature of your breath. So you will see that when you breathe in, it is cooler. You can feel on the tip of your nose, on the nostrils, it's cooler. But when you breathe out, it is warmer. When you breathe in, the air is cooler. When you breathe out, the air is warmer. Why? Because ये air अंदर गई है, इसने अंदर बहुत सारा chemical लोचा किया है, and अब ये air बाहर आ रही है, तो ये warm हो चुकी है. You know, when you do a lot of exercise, even you get warmed up. Similarly, when you breathe in, it is cool air. But when you breathe out, the air is warmer. It is warmer because of the mucous membrane. It is warming the air inside. ठीक है? इसके बाद अगला part of your respiratory system is the pharynx. तो pharynx एक part नहीं है, लेकिन ये रहा हमारा human respiratory system का एक part. तो this entire structure is called as the pharynx. Can you see over here? This entire structure is called as the pharynx. ठीक है? It provides a common passage for air and food. तो हमारा air and food ये दोनों same passage से जाता है, क्योंकि आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ से हमारा mouth है, तो this entire part is called as the pharynx. pharynx के नीचे है हमारा voice box जिसको हम बोलते हैं larynx. So larynx is an enlargement at the top of trachea. It is a passageway for air and helps to prevent foreign objects from entering the trachea. It contains the vocal cords which produce sound by vibrating as air passes out. The glottis and the epiglottis help prevent food and liquid from entering the trachea. तो ये जो आपका trachea है ये this part. So this is your trachea जिस पे आपको ये blue rings दिख रहे हैं. This is the trachea जिसको हम बोलते हैं windpipe. ट्रेकिया के ऊपर है आपका लैरिंग्स. तो ये जो आप देख रहे हैं दिस इज योर लैरिंग्स, इज द एडम्स एप्पल. तो ये जो लैरिंग्स है ये लैरिंग्स का दूसरा नाम है वॉइस बॉक्स. व्हाट इज द अदर नेम ऑफ लैरिंग्स? इट इज द वॉइस बॉक्स. नाउ दिस लैरिंग्स allows the air to come from the trachea. Very good evening Bhavar Singh. This larynx allows the air to come out of the trachea and वहां पर है vocal cords. These vocal cords vibrate producing the sound. And अगर आपने वो मूवी देखी है My Name is Khan from the epiglottis. Epiglottis का इस्तेमाल उस मूवी में हुआ है. Epiglottis is a flap जो खाने को ट्रेकिया में जाने से रोकता है. You know they always say that you should not talk while you are eating food. Whenever you are eating food, जब आप खाना खा रहे हैं तो you should not talk. Why you should not talk? Because whenever you're talking, the epiglottis is going flap, 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 flap. The epiglottis is going, and it is vibrating your vocal cords, and you're able to talk. Now, if you're eating and talking. तो epiglottis का काम है whenever you are talking it will flap. Suppose you are eating also and epiglottis is open, the food will enter the trachea and फिर क्या होगा? You will try to spit out. You will try to spit out. It is a reflex of the body to spit out the food from the trachea because it is the windpipe, right? So that's why they say you should not talk while you are eating. पहले खा लो फिर बात करो या बात करके फिर खाओ, बट खाते खाते बात मत करो. The trachea is the windpipe. It extends into the thoracic cavity in front of the esophagus. तो ये esophagus के आगे है. It divides into right and left bronchi. There is a mucus lining and there are cartilaginous ring. You can see over here. These are the rings of the cartilage. You can see. See, these are the rings of the cartilage. The cartilage is, protected by the rings of the cartilage. Cartilage क्या है? Cartilage को हम simple भाषा में बोलेंगे soft bone. It is a connective tissue. It is a connective tissue. Cartilage is present in your nose. Cartilage is present in your ears. Cartilage is present in the trachea. Cartilage is present at the ribs as well. ठीक है? It is nothing but a soft bone. And you can see कि ये जो trachea है, it ends in left and right bronchi. Left and right bronchi. ठीक है? Talking about left and right bronchi, bronchus divides into bronchioles. ठीक है? Aditya, so that I can meet you here, Galax answering your question. There are many courses on Embibe and the best part is they are absolutely free of cost. चाहे आपको कोई भी बुक रेफर करनी हो, चाहे आपको कोई भी कॉन्सेप्ट के वीडियोस देखने हो, चाहे आपको किसी भी कॉन्सेप्ट पे टेस्ट देनी हो या आपको अपनी खुद की टेस्ट बनानी हो, सब कुछ फ्री है. बस आपको Embibe पेज पर जाना है. ठीक है Galax? Now, they are branched tube that lead from trachea to the alveoli. It is branched into primary, secondary and tertiary bronchitree. It conducts air to the alveoli. You can see over here, ये trachea, ये रहा आपका bronchus and how the bronchus is dividing into primary, secondary and tertiary bronchi. And ये जो bronchi है, ये end करता है एक cloud shaped sac में, जिसको हम बोलते हैं alveoli. ठीक है, या alveolar sacs भी इनको बोला जाता है. Got it? Now let's see further about the lungs. तो ये जो आपका bronchi है, आपके जो bronchioles हैं, आपके जो alveoli हैं, ये सभी lungs का हिस्सा है. Do you know that human lungs are the only organs that float on water? Human lungs are the only organs that float on water. Yes, that's true. ठीक है? तो when you see the lungs, you can see that the bronchi is dividing into bronchioles and alveoli. You can see over here, है ना? You can see you have got two pairs of lungs, and I'm sure you all know कि a human can survive based on only one kidney. A human can healthily survive only on one kidney. Similarly, a human can survive on one lung only as well. Obviously, there will be some difference in the physical ability, but a human can survive on one lung. That's a fact. ठीक है? A human can survive on one lung. Now, we will go inside the lungs and we will see the alveoli. You can see this is the lung and how the lung is moving into the, it's opening into the alveoli. तो जैसे the cell is the fundamental unit of the human body. Neuron is the fundamental unit of the nervous system. Nephron is the fundamental unit of the excretory system. Similarly, the alveoli is the fundamental functional unit of the respiratory system. ठीक है? It is the functional unit of the respiratory system जहाँ पर आपका actual exchange of gases होता है. You can see the video over here कि कैसे आपने breathe in किया, ऑक्सीजन ब्लड में गया, ठीक है, लंग्स के थ्रू ब्लड में गया, ब्लड ने कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड दिया एंड यू एक्सहेल्ड. ऑल ऑफ दैट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ रेस्पिरेशन. सो व्हेन यू ब्रीथ इन, द ऑक्सीजन goes to the alveoli, alveoli gives it to the capillaries, capillaries give carbon dioxide to the alveoli and you breathe out the carbon dioxide. That is how respiration works very closely with the circulatory system, Now, again, very easy question. Use the labels given below to complete the diagram correctly. Here we have got the human respiratory system with a dome-shaped organ. I don't want to tell you the name. I'll tell you about it later. All I can tell you is that when you breathe in, this dome-shaped tissue goes down, and when you breathe out, the dome-shaped tissue comes up. उसका नाम क्या है? उसी के साथ साथ what is bronchi, what is trachea, what is alveoli, you just have to put the correct labels in the correct spaces. I'll give you 1 minute for this interesting activity and your time starts now. Just drag and drop the visuals, just drag and drop the labels in their correct place. I'm glad, Sarvesh, that you're enjoying the class. And the best part about Embibe is that you get to learn with so beautiful interactives absolutely free of cost. चलिए, बहुत बढ़िया, very good. So, we have got Sarvesh who has not got it right, but never mind. Let us look at the correct answer. The correct answer will be that this is my bronchi. You know that bronchus divides into bronchioles, which divide into primary, secondary, tertiary bronchioles, and they end up into cloud-like, sac-like structures called the alveoli. The trachea is nothing but your windpipe, right, which has got the rings of the cartilage, and the diaphragm is something that supports your lungs. The diaphragm is something that supports your lungs. It is a dome-shaped tissue. It goes down when you breathe in. Why does the diaphragm go down? Because when you breathe in, the lungs expand and diaphragm goes down. Similarly, when you breathe out, the lungs squeeze and the diaphragm goes up. समझ आया? तो ये था आपका ह्यूमन रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम, जहां पर हमने देखा कि रेस्पिरेशन क्या है, टाइप्स ऑफ रेस्पिरेशन क्या है. हमने ये भी देखा कि डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम इन ह्यूमंस क्या है और उनके फंक्शंस क्या हैं. तो इसी के साथ साथ आगे बढ़ते हैं, एंड आई वांट यू टू आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन, जहां पर यू हैव टू टेल मी द फंक्शंस along with the organs. So हमारे पास है the parts of the human respiratory system. We have got the nose, the alveoli, the lungs and the larynx, and we have got 4 functions: voice box, inflate and deflate, exchange of gases, inhalation and exhalation. What you have to do is you just have to connect the brown bubble with the correct blue bubble. So we have got 4 bubbles which are brown in color, which have the organs, and we have got 4 bubbles which have the functions. You have to connect with the organ to the correct function. I'll give you 1 minute for this super easy activity. Do it and then let's see. ठीक है? चलिए, very easy, easy peasy, Japanesey, go for it. Super easy, just the nose, alveoli, lungs and larynx with inhalation, exhalation, exchange of gases, voice box, inflate and deflate. चलिए, quick, feviquick. Last 15 seconds. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see. The nose will be for inhalation and exhalation. Alveoli will do the exchange of gases. The lungs will inflate and deflate, whereas the larynx will be your voice box. Absolutely correct. Yes, very good, Galax. Amazingly awesome. Moving on, we talk about respiration in other organisms like cockroach, like the earthworm and the fish. You can see over here, this is an arthropod. इसको देखना हम में से बहुतों को कभी पसंद नहीं आता है, लेकिन यह है कॉकरोच. अगर आप इसको एक्सपैंड करेंगे तो आपको यहाँ पर दिखेंगी ग्रे कलर की ट्यूब्स. You can see the grey color tubes over here. This is the respiratory system of cockroach. ठीक है? Now, so you can see that on the sides, if I just rotate the cockroach a little, you can see on the sides there are these red color dots. Can you see the red color circles? They are called as spiracles. These red color openings are called as the spiracles. Air enters through the spiracles into the cockroach, and the exchange happens through these grey color tubes called as the trachea. So in insects like cockroach and the grasshopper, we have openings on the sides of the body called as spiracles, and they are connected to a network of tubules called as trachea. So I'll just show you how the cockroach carries out respiration. You can see over here that how the oxygen, the air is going inside, it is moving through the trachea and it comes out through the trachea as well. So insects like cockroach and grasshopper have openings on the sides of the body called as spiracles, which are connected to a network of tubules called as the tracheae. Now don't get confused between trachea and tracheae. Trachea is the windpipe of humans. Tracheae are the network of tubules in insects. Talking about insects, we talk about another organism called the earthworm. Earthworm की स्किन बहुत ही मॉइस्ट होती है, तो earthworm डायरेक्टली अपने स्किन के थ्रू ही ब्रीदिंग करता है, एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस करता है डायरेक्टली थ्रू द स्किन. So this is an earthworm. It has got a moist skin and it carries out the exchange of gases through its skin by the process of diffusion. So cockroach and grasshopper, spiracles, trachea, earthworm through the skin. Talking about these animals, we have one more animal who does, who does exchange of gases through a special organ called gills. Yes, we'll be talking about that. Why don't we see earthworm these days now? So a very interesting question by you. The reason being is that because of the excess soil pollution, the soil is so polluted, it has become so toxic and so hostile that earthworms cannot survive anymore in that kind of soil. And there was a time when we used to, even when we were kids, we used to find earthworms so commonly, right? But nowadays we have to buy earthworms. If we are carrying out processes like vermicomposting, we have to buy earthworms. Okay? Yes. So moving on, we talk about another organism called fish. Now the fish carries out respiration through special organs called gills. You can see this is a fish, and on the sides of the fish there are these organs called as gills. The water enters the mouth of the fish, oxygen is taken in through the gills, and then the water is left out. So just like humans have special organs called nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, lungs, bronchi, bronchioles, alveoli, cockroaches and grasshoppers have spiracles and trachea, earthworm has skin, and fish has gills. But do you know that there is a part of our body that does exchange of gases directly through the air? We don't do it through the blood, we do it directly through the air, and that part of the body is, I'll be telling you later. Before that, I want you to answer this very simple question, ki identify the structure through which fish carry out exchange of gases. Is it the lungs? Is it the kidney? Is it the gills? Or is it the eye? Through which do, fish carry out respiration? You just have to tap on the correct picture. ठीक है? It's a very easy question. इसके लिए तो 10 सेकंड भी more than enough है. I know it, that you know it. If you know it, you have to show it. So just tell me what is the correct answer. Super easy. बहुत ही ज़्यादा easy है, बहुत ही आसान है. Easy peasy, Japanesey. Yes, Mansi. Yes, Gagan. Yes, Shilpi. Come on, quick, Feviquick. You're doing amazingly awesome, let me tell you that. Chaliye. So, the answer to the question, as you all have told, is the gills. Now, do you know that frogs are they are an organism that have gills when they are in the tadpole stage. So when the frog is in a tadpole stage, it has gills. But as the frog metamorphosizes into an adult frog, the gills are converted to lungs. So when the frog is in water, it can breathe through lungs, and when the frog is out, it can breathe through the skin. The frog can breathe through the skin. Yes, and that is why, because of air pollution, as one of you pointed out, that we cannot see earthworm these days, we can also not spot frogs these days very commonly because of the increasing air pollution. When the air is toxic, when the air has lot of harmful pollutants in it, these pollutants enter the bloodstream of the frog through its skin and it kills their population. And that is why the common animals that we used to see as kids, like earthworms, leeches, frogs, they have become quite a sight these days, right? It is because of the increasing amount of pollution. Moving on, I have a very interesting fact for you, that cornea is the part of your body that exchanges gases directly through the air and not through a blood vessel. Imagine अगर हमारी आंखों में blood vessels होते तो पूरी दुनिया हमें लाल नजर आती, लेकिन ऐसा होता नहीं है क्योंकि कॉर्निया करता है exchange of gases directly through the air. Talking about facts, do you know that an adult breathes 15 to 20 times a minute, but a child, an infant, breathes 30 to 40 times a minute? And I also told you that lungs are the only organs that will float on water, and that humans can survive on one lung as well. Definitely there will be a difference in the physical ability, but on one lung also a human can survive. So these are some beautiful, interesting facts about your own body that I helped you with today. So with that, guys, one more question, that which of the following is not a respiratory organ? Which of the following is not a respiratory organ? Is it skin, lungs, kidneys or gills? Which of these is not a respiratory organ in any organism? Asha, I'm glad that you're asking me to explain. But the thing is that today we are talking about respiratory system. When we'll be talking about sense organs, I'll definitely be explaining you the eye, the cornea, the sclera, the retina, vitreous humor, aqueous humor, sab kuch. ठीक है? Very well. Most of you are already giving your answers. The answer to the question is definitely kidneys, as you have told. So kidney is not a respiratory organ. Skin is in earthworm, lungs is in humans and frog, gills are in the fish. So with that, guys, one more question for you. You have to identify who am I. I move up when you exhale and I move down when you inhale. Who am I? Am I diaphragm, am I ribs or am I the lungs? Who am I that moves down when you inhale and that moves up when you exhale? Super easy, Japanesey, tell me the answer. Asha, Mansi, Shilpi, Gitanjali, क्या बात है, ये तो मतलब बिल्कुल ही स्पीड है आप लोगों की. वेरी गुड. नारी शक्ति, यस गैलेक्स. डायफ्राम नहीं, डायफ्राम. चलो कोई बात नहीं. So you all are giving the answer as diaphragm, which is absolutely correct. It is a dome shaped tissue present below the lungs. It goes down when you inhale and it goes up when you exhale. ठीक है? चलो. Now, what did we learn today? So today in this super amazing class about our own life, because life is all about breath, and we understood what exactly is breathing and what is respiration. क्यों? Glucose is the secret of my energy. ये भी हमने आज देखा. So we understood कि what exactly is respiration. It is the breakdown of glucose to release energy. With oxygen है तो aerobic, without oxygen है तो anaerobic, and limited oxygen है तो muscle cramp, right? We also understood that how different organisms use different respiratory organs. We understood the human respiratory system. We understood the nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, alveoli, lungs, diaphragm, everything. We spoke about the respiration in different organisms like the cockroach, the grasshopper, the earthworm, the fish. But I was thinking that there is a huge mango tree outside my house and I have never seen lungs on that mango tree or a nose or a nasal cavity. How do they breathe? Definitely अगर वो living organism है तो respire and breathing तो कर ही रहा है, पर वो करता कैसे है? This and many more beautiful curiosities of biology will be solved in the upcoming sessions. And guys, if you have enjoyed this session, do not forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up. Do share this video with your friends in school WhatsApp groups and subscribe to the channel because it's absolutely free, just like is our Embibe page. This page gives you absolutely free access to test, assignment, study material, question, solution, explanation to solution, books, reference books, NCERTs, any board, any grade, any language, anytime, free of cost. So make sure that you have a visit on the Embibe page and the Embibe app free of cost on Apple Store and Google Play Store. Connect with us on Telegram as well, because here you'll get a chance to get your doubts solved, get the PDFs of the sessions, and also you get updates of what is happening on the channel. If you have enjoyed this session, do let me know in the comment section below. And until we meet next, this is Pritesh, your host, your dose, and a proud educator from Embibe, signing off for now. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, stay happy, stay blessed, and do not forget to keep imbibing. We believe in you.
Keep imbibing. We believe in you.